Makakausap natin ngayon si Philippine Ambassador to Israel, Eileen Mendiola. Magandang gabi sa inyo, Amba.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat, Corina.
Yes, ma'am. So, kumusta na po ang sitwasyon dyan sa Israel as we are speaking now?
So, since nagkaroon ng ceasefire kahapon, no, between Israel and Iran, brokered by the US, nagkaroon ng notification yung Homefront Command ng Israeli government saying na as of 8 p.m. last night, Israeli time, normal na yung sitwasyon. So today, coming to work, punong-puno na yung kalsada ng traffic, ng mga tao naglalakad. So it's back to normal na dito sa Israel.
So, paano po yung mga na-repatriate o yung nauwi dito po sa Pilipinas? Parang maling timing ba o mabuti na rin at aabisuhan na rin po ninyo? You would advise them to just go home for the meantime?
Actually, yung pagkakaintindi ko din kasi dun sa repatriation, no, many of these want to go home for good na rin. So walang intention na bumalik. So at that time when we were planning for it, that was what the situation needed, no. That was what the situation called for. Ngayon meron pa rin naman gustong magpa-repatriate ngayon, and we're planning to send back about 20 this week back to the Philippines. Again, these are people who also feel that they are safer back home. And wala na ring intensyon na bumalik pa dito sa Israel.
So ang mga bumabalik po, Amba, ay mga pamilya rin? Meron din po mga buong pamilya na bumabalik ng Pilipinas?
Meron.
Aha. So you're saying that the people who prefer to stay, yan po yung mga talagang desididong magtrabaho pa rin?
Tama ka, Corina. Yung actually may listahan kami ng mga 340 requests for repatriation na naitala na namin even before the it's a number that continues even that started even before the outbreak of the Iran yung conflict with Iran. And of this number, unti-unti na may pumapasok na tawag sa amin na nagba-back out na because they prefer to stay here.
I see. Okay, so how serious do you think is this quote-unquote ceasefire dahil hindi po ba't nanermon si US President Donald Trump na hindi nga po daw sumusunod ang Iran at Israel at may lumabag sa kanyang tinawag na ceasefire? Do you think it's serious and it will be sustained?
I think ang tamang sagot diyan siguro we're all hopeful that the ceasefire will be sustained. Siguro ang barometer ko na lang kahapon Israel yung mga kababayan natin, they were able to sleep 8 hours at least, no, of good. Oo.
So itong pronouncement ng magkabilang panig Iran at Israel ay opisyal na sila po'y sumusunod, alinsunod sa gustong mangyari ng Estados Unidos.
Oo, dito sa Israel, I cannot say for Iran kasi ang nagmo-monitor dyan yung embassy natin sa Tehran. But from the Israeli side, even the Prime Minister came out with a statement yesterday na they're upholding the ceasefire.
I see. Okay, so hindi po ba kayo natatakot na kayo po sa Israel ay pumayag at sumusunod, baka ang Iran po ay hindi sumunod?
I guess there's always that possibility, pero we're hopeful na that the two sides will abide by the agreement na tuloy-tuloy yung ceasefire.
Opo. Maaari po ba ninyong ikwento ang naging sarili ninyong karanasan? Meron po ba kayong personal experience sa kasagsagan ng palitan ng putukan?
Siguro classic na involve yung media, no? There were 2 instances. One instance na ongoing yung interview, we had to cancel it. Tapos another one, magsisimula na yung interview, we had to rush to the bomb shelter. So mga classic example po to na it can happen anytime. The missile attack could happen anytime, day or night. So we just had to be ready, and that we needed to be very near or close by a bomb shelter.
Alam po ba ninyo kung ilan na ang civilian casualty mula nung magsimula ang lahat ng ito diyan po sa Israel?
For the civilians dito?
Yes.
Yung numbers ng what we have are for the Filipinos, no. For the Filipinos, we have about let me just check yung numbers ko, 135 Filipinos yung bahay nila mga na-damage ito. Tapos we have 8 critically injured. For the Israeli side, I think there was about 24 who died.
Oh.
And thousands who were left, thousands who were left homeless and injured in one form or another. Definitely, I could say, surveying the damages nung kasama po namin yung foreign minister ng Israel, massive construction job, massive demolition job and massive construction site ang mangyayari dito in the next couple of months and years dito sa Israel.
Is it still alert level 3 o binaba na po ito dahil sa ceasefire?
We are currently in discussions with the DFA tungkol sa possibility na ibaba. We're just waiting for yung assessment ng Home Office sa DFA sa Manila para bigyan kami ng go signal kung ano na talaga.
Okay, so good luck. God bless you. May war end and peace prevail. Maraming salamat, Philippine Ambassador to Israel, Eileen Mendiola.